Star fam, how are we doing? Thank you all so much for joining me. Whoo, we are in the final haul, y'all. We got what is today? Today is Monday. We have Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. That's it. We're on the final stretch.
Well, when is it going to be family day then?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, we're in the final stretch. What I have no idea. I've never seen a Love Island season like this, to be quite honest with you. I'm like, we're in the final stretch. What, like, we have Family Day. Don't we have the baby challenge? America Says, if that's happening, I don't know what's going on. We have 4 episodes left. What are you guys going to do? I cannot believe it. Like every other Love Island, I've pretty much known.
Mama Star is in the building.
Every other Love Island, I've pretty much known like how it goes. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what is happening to this show. Will we get any of that? Because Dylan even talked about Family Day, and I'm like, is Family Day happening? Mm-hmm. Like, what is actually going on? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't call it. 4 episodes left. What are y'all going to do? What are y'all going to do? Anyway, let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nikki.Star. I do comedic reviews of some of your favorite reality TV shows. The reality TV show that we are going to do today is called Love Island. We are in the final stretch of this show. We are wrapping it up. This has been an intense show to review, but I've had a good time. I'm not going to lie. I've had a good time watching you all and just really creating some new relationships. I got a lot of new subscribers. So thank you all who joined me. I totally appreciate it. Disclaimer, these are very young people who are being picked and prodded by production to give us a show. They are living, breathing Sims. Well, they're also human beings, right? So you have to realize they are making a lot of decisions and having a lot of canon events and life lessons in front of the world. They're literally in a fishbowl. And I just think we should give them some grace. You know, those of us who are older have made some decisions, sometimes even worse, and the world wasn't watching. Especially for those who are older, like, give the kids a freaking break. Like, we can, like, that's why I say, let's come here, let's have a good time, let's share our opinions, and then that's it. That's it. Let's not go to their pages or, you know, go to their family pages or any of that stuff or engage. Oh my God! I got some good news. Oh my God, I got some good news. Hold on, Star Family. What? Hold on. Oh my gosh. What time? Oh, hold on, Star Family. I got some good news. I have all day I have been sick because I just like, oh, this has to be it, God. This has to be it. This has to be it.
Yes, it is. It has to be it.
Hold on one second. I gotta tell Mama Star. I'm back. I just had to take care of this, but that's good. Oh, all day I was sick to my stomach. Because it's something that, you know, God is good. God is good. God is good. I don't know what I was saying. What the hell was I talking about? Star fam. What was I talking about?
I don't know.
Come on, God. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay. Come on, God. Okay. Shout out to Paula City and Jesus. Won't he do it? Yes, he will.
Oh boy.
I was just saying, like, older people, give the youngins grace, like, especially us millennials. Come on, we don't want to be like the old people we complained about when we were their age. So just like give them grace, you know. I I did not agree with a lot of decisions that my girls were making this episode. But, I remember crying over a guy that slept on an air mattress and shared an apartment in Hollywood with like six other dudes. I think about it now and I'm embarrassed. But at that age, that made sense. It don't make sense today, right? So just realize you're thinking with an older mind, and you're applying that older mind and older lens after you have went through these life lessons onto these very young people who are being manipulated for entertainment. That is what I want to end with. This is entertainment. If you're not being entertained, walk away, shut it off. This is not, if you're not having fun, guys, don't do it. We're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to have fun watching, and you're supposed to have fun here. So let's have some fun. Let's get into it. This is Star Family. Pray. If you love me, pray for whatever it is. Let's get into, why would they wait so freaking late? So Karnaya, we were fed this episode, weren't we? Weren't we? I love them too. I love the swirl agenda is working. Not on me though, but it's working. I'm like, I have backed off. I'm not giving the young girls warnings about interracial dating like I used to, but still, keep your head on swivel. Keep your head on swivel. But it's working on, the swirl agenda is working on me. Not, in a way where I'm like a little bit, I'm a bit of a softie than I used to be. And those who have been rocking with me from the beginning know what I'm talking about. But I just really love this couple. I see two people who just work. I see two people who fit. I see two people who could really make sense to me outside of the villa. I really, really like Karnaya. I just like how Carl sees her, loves on her, and just how he cares for her. Now, I will say this: I think I'm more into Karnaya because my type is lover boys. Like, I love a lover boy. I love a man that knows who a woman is. I love a man that treats me like his sweet potato pie, right? I love a man who knows that I'm God's best work. I love a lover boy. And so just to see how he treats her and cares for her, and look how chill she is. Look how safe and secure she is. It's that man. It is that man. If your life is in shambles and it's just chaos and your nervous system ain't right, it's that man, girl. It's that man. She's having a wonderful time. This is a great villa experience for her now because she's with the right partner. Let's get into who isn't with the right partner. My girl Kata. The more and more this episode went on, I was just like, oh shoot, let me turn this on because I'm like, what's going on my computer? Let me turn on my resources. The more and more I watch this episode, I had a sick feeling in my gut that my girl is going home. I just feel like the way she was speaking, Kata, the way she was talking about America, this episode of just being really angry at us. And I'm like, why are you mad at America? And not what I like about Kata is just how relatable she is. You know what I mean? She is the kingpin of New Hampshire. You know what I mean? And as somebody from Philly, I can really get with this kind of energy. I just hate the fact that it is not applied to her relationships with men. She started off so well for me, where it's Corbin just wanted to come in and kiss everybody and whatever, and she was very no, I want to get to know you. I want to she moved at a realistic pace for me, I thought, And then something happened with her and Zach, and maybe it was the hideaway, maybe it was the British beans that got her, and her mind is just it's because she almost gets it right. She's almost there, and then all logic just evaporates, and I'm like, girl,
Well,
you're
she got that vitamin D
poor thing, and because we know
in the
it wasn't
hideaway.
great, and it's like we know it wasn't amazing, and it got you like
Got
this.
that good.
It wasn't.
Got that vitamin D.
Are you okay? But she's really upset that she was in the bottom, and she starts her and Zach were in the bottom, and she starts comparing her relationship to the Casa relationships, even talking about Carl and Anaya, and I was like, oh, hold on, beep beep, beep
No.
beep.
She
You
only
don't know
stayed
how to
there.
merge.
She
You don't
only-
know how to
she only
merge.
stayed there for a
Like
few
she
minutes.
only stayed there for a few minutes, and
And
she
then
was
she-
upset. So I'm gonna let her rock. But I was just like, hold on, and like you can't take a shot at Karnaya and then try to clean it up with Anaya's my girl. But what? Obviously, America is seeing something, and it's just like she almost gets it, and then it's just she just goes back to, oh, me and Zach are good. Me and Zach are great. If we are seeing what you are not seeing, maybe you and Zach are not great. Why can't you get that? Instead, you just get defensive. It's like, baby girl, we are not coming at you. And I do feel bad for her because she's like been blaming herself the whole episode. And I'm just like, if you are blaming yourself the whole episode and your man has yet to comfort you and just let you know, no, it's not you, he's not even helping in any kind of way, right? He's not reassuring her. He's not making her feel better in any kind of way. He's not even being a man and taking the brunt of it and being like, maybe it's because I'm not treating you as wonderfully as you need to be. So what can let me know? Am I not doing this for you? How can I do better? Like he's not doing anything to even redeem himself. And you know that it's you, Zach. That's the thing that pisses me off. He knows that it's him. He knows, like immediately when he was in the bottom, he immediately in his confessional said that it was because of him. He knew it. So while Kate is running around crying and feeling like it's because of her that she did something, and you know that it's because America is seeing you and how greasy and slimy you have been this entire season, you won't even reassure the girl. That is not like you won't even comfort her and make her feel better. You would just let her wallow in that nonsense, making her believe that you guys are in the bottom because of her. Your brother ain't coach you on that? My God, today. How the mighty have fallen. She also says, like she can't believe that Casey and TT are above them. And she was just like, oh, after how Casey moved in Casa and how he treated Anaya, I would have thought that America would see that and vote him at the bottom. And listen, we all felt that way. It's not you. It's gambling addicts and demonic boy moms. They have found Love Island. And here's the thing. I got into it with a couple people because I called KC Defenders Black MAGA. And they were so upset. They were like, I was a part of the 92%. What I'm saying is you guys move like Black MAGA, right? You guys move like MAGA, right? Because this is what MAGA does. I don't even think that MAGA cares or thinks about anything politically. I think these are just miserable people. And they want to make other people miserable, right? Let's take Twitter. When we had Twitter, when everybody was on Twitter having a good time, they came over there and destroyed it. A lot of people left and went over to Threads. Why did MAGA follow? Because they could not get any joy out of their life unless they are making other people feel horrible. So they have to vomit out the garbage that is in them onto other people, and that is how they get their joy and satisfaction. And I'm not saying it's all people, right? But from what I have seen on social media concerning the people who are defending KC, it's just like you just want to rage bait. You just want to make people miserable. Like you don't care about KC. You don't care about this show or the competition or what the premise of it is. You just see people having a good time and you want to destroy it. You are upset that you are not in the in club, that you're not with the cool kids, and you have created this whole narrative, and now you just want to destroy something fun. And that is why I believe that they're here. I think that it's it's people coming together every night, right? Almost every night coming together, chatting about a show, building community and connection. And there are just some people that hate that and are just miserable, right? And they just want to bring chaos and confusion into something that people are enjoying. That is why I compare you to MAGA, and that is why I call you Black MAGA, because you did not get behind KC until he started treating Anaya horribly, and the fan base was calling that out. You were not talking about this show before then. I've done the research for a lot of the people that I'm calling out. I've done the research. And you conveniently start talking about Love Island just when it's time for you to talk about how hideous you think Anaya is and how Casey is too good for her. It's giving MAGA. Why would you say that? Why would you feel comfortable saying that? Why would you, as a Black person, want to say, yes, why would you, as a Black person, as a Black woman, want to say that about another Black woman and build community with people who agree with that? It's giving MAGA. Only miserable people will do that. And that's what I call everybody who I think is miserable, MAGA. Like, because that's the best descriptor. It has nothing to do with politics. It has everything to do with making other people miserable because you are miserable in your everyday life. So, Kata, just know, mama, it is not you. We are fighting Black MAGA. We are fighting gambling addicts. Unfortunately, a lot of women have put their men onto the show. And sisters, why in the hell would you do that? Now your men are gambling on the show. Like, why would you introduce our man to our safe space? Why would a man be there? Why would y'all invite him? Why would y'all invite your man on a girl's trip? Like, you ruined it for us, sisters. You never tell a colonizer about our sacred space. Now the colonizers are here, colonizing everything, ruining it for the indigenous viewers. Thanks a lot, ladies. Thanks a lot. But Kata, it's not you. It's the man that you're with. And it's unfortunately the manosphere that is ruining in their women, that is ruining the show. You and Zach would have been in the bottom, though. Either way, had it not been for the manosphere and the gambling addicts and the demonic baby moms and boy moms, you guys would have still been in the bottom because Zach is just not a good guy. He's not a good guy. On this show, I don't know how Zach is outside of the show. On this show, Zach, you have shown a really terrible character, and unfortunately, Kata, you are booed up with him. KC and TT are where's KC's pick? Oh, he's an OG. KC and TT are shocked. Like, they cannot believe it. They were just like, because they know what they did, right? They know how they showed up. And they are both just like, I cannot believe
we're still on
the show. Like, after America saw everything that we did. And this is why I'm just like, I hope when they both come out, I hope they have people surround them, people in their life who have wisdom and will tell them the right thing. Because if not, they can go the Hooda route, because that is what their fan base is like, right? That you cannot be successful with a fan base that was built on negativity. That's the same. That's the way the KC and TT fan base was built was the same way that the Hooda fan base was built, right? Hooda's fan base was built off of the hate of Black women. KC and TT's fan base is built off of the hate of dark-skinned Black women who come from privilege. So it is like the colorist Blacks and the anti-elitist Blacks have come together, and they have joined with the gambling addicts, the demonic boy moms, and like just the real filth of the Black community. They've joined together, and they have created this really dark fan base, to the point where they are going the same way as the Hooda fan base, right? Where they are now a Black man on Twitter photoshopped Anaya's face onto George Floyd and put Casey, a black man, put his face on the cop kneeling onto George Floyd's dead body. That's where this fan base is, and that is the energy that they are now bringing to this show. And I do think that there are people who just really like Casey. Casey is really likable, right? You guys know, this was my boy. Like, we have to be honest, we were taking him to the end. Him and Anaya were winning this, right? Casa just really turned me off from him, and he will agree. He constantly says that his actions were deplorable, right? Unfortunately, this fan base is just so dark and so negative, and I'm just like, for TT and Casey, I hope to God that somebody in their circle got wisdom and will tell them to not interact with that fan base. You will not be able to grow with such a dark fan base, especially as Black people. Especially as Black people. Huda was able to get like 1 or 2 brand deals because she's not Black. You two, with this really dark and negative fan base, I'm telling you guys, they will clip your wings. I hope somebody in their community will tell them to not engage. I am a bit concerned because as the voting goes the way it goes, and they felt like they weren't going to do well because of how they held themselves in the villa, and realizing that they both were not their best, right? And now I hope that they do not believe that the behaviors that they apologize for is why America likes them. And, come out the villa and start to feed that, because they can absolutely go the Huda route, but the downfall is going to be even more brutal because they are Black. I hope that they got wise people in their circle. I hope they don't feed it. I hope they do not. Don't feed that beast. Don't feed that beast. But these two were really relieved. And I have to say this, even though I'm commenting on the fan base, I like Casey and TT more than I like Casey and TT. I don't like the fan base. The fan base is very weird and very dark. It's just really scary. And I think I have such a disdain for that fan base because it's Black people acting like white supremacists. It's very disheartening. It is very disheartening to see Black women, older Black women, say the most vile and just disgusting things. I hate to say it. I would have expected this from Black men. I'm seeing these things about Anaya. Now they trying it with Trinity. And I'm just like, what is going on with my community? It's so embarrassing. It is so embarrassing. I am doing a video because it needs to be talked about what's now happening with the people who are calling themselves KC defenders and how they are going after Anaya. I have been following this thread where this guy who calls himself a KC defender, I'm not going to put it on KC, who calls himself a KC defender, is building an army of Black women that they are gathering themselves together to go to New York to jump Anaya. And these people are like elder millennials. It's absolutely crazy. I'm like, what is happening? I thoroughly expected to fight like non-Black women who like Black men this season. You could not have convinced me that this season I would be going to war with Black women who hate the 2 Black girls on the show. I don't know what's happening. I do not know what's happening. I feel insane the way I have had to go to war for Anaya and Trinity with Black people. What is happening? What is happening? But what I was going to say is that I actually enjoy KC and TT a lot more than I did before. I think the karaoke just broke something in the villa, to be quite honest with you, because watching them together, I do feel like they work together. I do feel like they are more compatible than him and Anaya. But we all thought that him and Anaya were not compatible. We wanted to force it because we wanted Black love on the show. So we were just like, you guys have to make it work. Sorry, you're
there wasn't no other option.
Yeah, there wasn't any other options. But it was just like, you guys are the representation of the Black community, so you gotta make it work. Now that they have options, I'm glad that these two are where they're at, and I'm glad that they are in. I won't say, I don't know how healthy these relationships are, but I'm glad that they are with people that they feel comfortable with and more aligned with who they are. Casey and TT are cute with the flirting, and he is he's a very handsy kind of guy. I saw him try to do that with like Anaya, but he really likes grabbing and all of that stuff. And it's fun to see him with somebody who is receptive and who understands him. And I think that's great. I think it's also a lesson for the Black community. We wanted these two Black people to work, but these two Black people are from two totally different worlds. We wanted them to work, but they were always butting heads because they were just not from the same world. And so we're seeing this Black man with a Black woman from the same environment who gets him and he gets her. And we're seeing a Black woman who found a non-Black man who was from the same environment, and they get each other, and it just worked. Yes, I would have loved to see these two work it out. You guys know that I was holding space, but it didn't happen. And the fact that these two have moved on and are in a healthy place, and not his fan base, but the people who have attached themselves to him, the entities that have attached themselves to him are still out for blood, is very, very concerning. However, we've been here before. And I knew I would be here. I just didn't know that I would be here with Black people. Like I had to go to war for Janae and Serena in season 6. Thank God I did not have to go to war for Cachet. Y'all, those Blacks, the Blacks that hate Anaya. Oh my God. I thank the Lord they were never around for Cachet's season. Cachet, if you do not know, she is like a Love Island USA legend. She came on this show with a buzz cut, dark-skinned Black woman, and you could not tell her that she wasn't the best thing to hit that villa. The confidence that she had, my God, today, the think pieces that the KC defenders would have been writing about how insecure they thought she was and that she was putting it on. I thank God that they never got a hold of her. Oh my God. But I will say I never had to go to war for Cachet and Trina when they were in that trio with Cinco. For some reason, I guess a lot of people didn't know about the show at that time, but it was a simpler time. Season 6, I had to go to war. I had to go to war. I didn't know it would get worse. Alandria and Shelly had to go to war. Trinity and Anaya, I'm going to war within the camp. What is happening? I'm afraid for season 9. Who will I be fighting with next? Like, I just cannot believe what this show does to some people. But I started out to say I thoroughly enjoy Casey and TT now at this point. Something about that karaoke did it for me, and something about him acknowledging his behavior and just finding happiness and like just being the guy that we saw in the beginning. It eases something in me, but I'm still not holding space for this dude because I need to see how he operates outside of the villa. TT, my God, today for the past 4 episodes, TT has been about to cry. Mama has yet to shed a tear.
Okay. No, she keeps announcing
TT's like, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. She hasn't cried yet. I'm about to cry. Hasn't cried yet, TT. It's okay, TT. It's not your thing. It's all right. It's not every girl is a crier. We always forget because TT holds herself a little older that she's a young girl. So she's trying to like be like the other girls, because the other girls are a little bit more softer and they cry a lot. And I feel like she's also trying to show that she's soft like them, and it'll cry. And it's like, it's okay if you don't cry. It doesn't mean that you're not soft. But she keeps on, I'm about to cry. Don't make me cry. Has not cried yet. Has not cried yet. But I will say this, you need to tag whoever did your hair. That style has yet to move. Whoever did this girl's hair ate that up. Melanie and Sincere are back. What I tell you about them Latinos? They are back in love, child. They are back in love. And this is the next phase for them. Philly, get ready. Get ready. It's like movie night didn't even happen this episode. It is like it didn't even happen. So also in this episode, Bryce checks on, where is he at? Bryce checks on biblically accurate Judas. And he just wants to see how he's doing. He goes in the room. He's like, Zach, are you okay? Zach has his head in the pillow and he leans up and he goes, no. And puts his head back in the pillow. And Bryce is like, come on, man. Talk to me. What's going on? What's up? And Zach is just like, I'm stressed out. Zach, you've been stressed since you got here. You have been stressed since you got here. I think what's happening is that Zach realized he's not winning. I think up until...
But that's okay.
But that's why he came here. He came here to win.
But he couldn't. He should have realized that early on. He couldn't possibly think that they were winning.
But here's the thing: his brother was on the show, so he felt like he came on the show with momentum and with a leg up. And him and Kata have always been safe. It wasn't until yesterday's episode where he was not safe that now he's just like, oh, not only am I not winning, I'm not making it to the Final Four. Because I think there's a huge chance that Dylan or Kinsey or TT and KC will take him and Kata's spot, just because I don't think that Kata helped the coupling with her comments. So I actually thought the Final Four was going to be the Bratz Pack and their men. But with this episode, I'm like, I'm not sure now. I don't know. So we will see. But I think that's what's happening to him. Fireworks, my God, today. I think what's happening with him is that he's realizing that the money is gone. It's not happening.
Nikki, I want to disagree. He couldn't have possibly thought he was getting no money.
Mom, he did. Him and Kata have always been safe. They've always been like a top. They've always been voted high.
Yeah, they've been voted high, but they have not been deemed to win. They couldn't have possibly thought that.
He did.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Mom, he did.
Well, I don't know him like that, and honey, hate to break it to him, but he was never in the running.
Well, he knows that now.
Okay.
I don't think he thought it was an option until that last episode. But you know what I also noticed this episode is that the villa is sick of Karnaya because they can't believe that they were voted so high. I don't think that anybody was checking for them. And to know that they were rated...
Well, now, you didn't say something wrong with the village?
A few people in the villa.
Who, Kata?
And Kinsey.
Oh, yeah.
Kinsey got a problem. She's just like, they just got together. She cannot believe that they were voted so high and she was in the bottom. She was just like, they just got together. So I don't understand how they're safe. Girl. But I also think that nobody was really checking for them. And nobody thought that those two would be competition until yesterday. I'm telling you, yesterday's vote by America really shook that villa up. And then it really showed people who was who in the villa, because they thought something completely different. Nobody was checking for Kanaya in that villa. Also, the vote like made it made some people very secure. Like the couples that were safe made them all feel really secure. So the safe couples was mad frisky that night. Even Carl and Naya. That's why I said we was getting some Carnaya crumbs because the way they was getting it on, I was like, oh, okay, we are safe and secure in this coupling. But like everybody, I guess the people who were voted safe felt really frisky because I don't know. I guess like the vote
everybody was bumping and grinding.
Everybody was bumping and grinding. I just feel like the vote just made, just gave them a confidence boost. But Kata and Zach, this is the first time they slept. This is the first time Kata and Zach slept in that villa.
But they were stressed.
Oh, yeah, but this is the first time. Every time they're making out or having sex. That night, baby, they was knocked out, rocked out. They did not feel like getting frisky. So the next day, Kenzie gets the girls together. Here's the thing. Kenzie plays dumb blonde very well. Kenzie, I know Zach thinks that he's one of the best gamers, but the two best gamers in the show and everybody is sleeping on, Kenzie and Sincere. Everybody that's Sincere wanted out of the villa is out of the villa, and nobody is pointing those takeouts to him. He's a very great game player. He's going to kill on traders if they ever book him on that show. Sincere. Everybody that's Sincere wanted out of the villa is out. Everybody that has came against Sincere is out of that villa. And nobody knows because he plays them so well. That's why during movie night, and they saw his clips, everybody was gagged. They were dead silent. People were just like, oh, you're mad at K. Everybody's mad at KC, but nobody's mad at Sincere. Because people were shocked. They could not believe nobody thought that Sincere was a double agent. He has been playing that villa from day one. He's very, very, very good. Him and Kenzie, everybody that they have wanted out the villa has been taken out of the villa, and it never leads back to them. They are great gamers as well, but they play stupid and they play innocent, and it works for them. But anyway, she gets all the girls together. She's doing like this dumb blonde thing, and she's just like, well, I just had a question. If we weren't safe, if Jillian and I weren't safe because we won the karaoke competition, if we were at the bottom, and you guys like had to stand, would you guys have stood like behind us, or would we have been eliminated? And she's just acting like she's just asking her friends a question, knowing good and well she's gathering intel.
Okay.
And so she says that dead silence. You could drop a pen. Like you could hear a pin if you dropped it with how silent they got, right? And the girls did not say anything for like 5 seconds. And I said, Kenzie, that's your answer. You should know you're next. You should know you're next. You may.
No, Trinity said we love you.
No, but here's the thing. You may slip in if you're up against Casey and TT. You may just slide by. But if you're up against anybody else, baby, you're going home. But none of them said anything. And then Melanie was just like, let's not think about it. She was just like, let's not, because it didn't happen. So let's not do that. Let's not. Girl, y'all better move the conversation along because Kenzie was gathering intel. She wanted to know who was for her and who was against her. She's got them all together and was just like, one of you will betray me. I want to know who.
Who's the Judas amongst them?
Who's the Judas amongst the girls? Oh, Kenzie. So after Kenzie talks to the girls, she then tries to like sell her relationship to them. She's like, I like dealing. I can really see us outside the villa, and it's like, Kenzie, you have to realize, again, you may stay if you go up against Casey and TT. If not, you're going to have to let the producers battle it out for you and save you and get you to the end. Because if it's up to them girls, you're going home, Mama. Back to Kennesaw, you go. And so while she's talking to the girls, Dylan is talking to the guys, and now he's questioning his relationship. And this is just so weird to me, right? Because this is the final stretch. Why are you questioning the relationship now? This is the final stretch. You're about to make it to the end. Why are you now casting doubt on the relationship because of a vote? Here's the thing. Dylan does too much. He does too much. And it's not a good look. Because it's one thing if he was just like, oh my God, I can't believe, that we were in the bottom. I wonder what America saw. Oh. Anyway, I'm glad that we're still here and just left it alone. The whole episode, he's moping and like trying to figure out why they were voted so low. And I'm like, you belabor moments for too long, bro. You gotta just let it go, because then it just starts to get annoying, and then it starts to feel like a performance, and now you can't be trusted. If you would have just sat there and ate your food, you would have been safe. Now you should worry. So anyway, we get the secret agent mission. And I will say, a lot of people who watch Love Island do not like the final week. I actually love the final week. Why? It's when everybody just has fun. It's such a fun time. It's the low drama, low stakes. It's just all good fun. Mm-hmm. Production just wants to ramp everybody up to have a good time. And I think it's because of Family Day. They don't want everybody fighting right before people's parents come, and then the parents start fighting. So they just really want to bring the joy back to the villa, or inject joy into the villa. And I just really enjoy it because we're just watching everybody have fun. Yes, the CeraVe commercial was a commercial that was supposed to look like a karaoke challenge. I don't care that it was a commercial. They had fun. Yeah. And we got to see them have fun. And we got to see how they felt after that. We got to see how they felt before, during, and after. And they've had fun, and I liked it. The secret agent mission, it's fluff and it's fun, and I enjoy it. So this mission, the girls have to get the guys to do these crazy tasks. And I will say the only one who I thought was going to get their cover blown was
Anaya?
No, Trinity.
Oh.
I'll say Trinity and Anaya, because Trinity was just like her goal was to get all the guys to say French fries. And she goes over and she makes like a comment about a burger. And then she's just like, what is your favorite side, Zach, with the burger? And Zach goes, chips. And she's like, what's chips? And he says French fries. And then she goes, oh, you like French fries? Oh, okay. Bryce, say French fry. And she just starts getting the guys to say French fry. I will say she did really good when she got Carl to say French fry in Mandarin. Yeah. I thought that was cool, but I was just like, girl, you were acting very, 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 very suspicious. Anaya too.
Not suspicious. It was like,
no, Mom, the guys were like, what's going on? This is feeling very odd.
But it was like, somewhere where she was saying, I want to see who liked burgers or French fries.
Mom, it was very obvious. I felt like Kata. I felt like Kata did good getting Bryce to do the makeup. And Bryce, oh my God. Bryce, although him and Trinity's relationship, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with that. Bryce is somebody who is, I feel like he either has sisters or is just been in an environment where he's just grown up with women, or just has an environment that just has a lot of women in it.
His mother and his grandmother.
Yeah, I just feel like he just comes from a very woman-centered environment, because he's just sitting in there and they're doing his makeup, he's doing makeup, and it's not like, it's not abnormal to him. He's putting on blush and just having a really good time.
But you gotta understand that he's a model too.
Yeah, he's also a model. And I felt like Kata did a good job.
They do put a little makeup on him. So
yeah, but he was just chill and cool, didn't really think much of it. Anaya, I don't know why she asked Casey. I was like, what? Even Casey,
no, she said you owe me a favor.
Yeah, but Casey was just like, in his confessional, she was just like, I was just like, why did you ask me? I did think it was odd. I thought it was odd too. I thought she was going to ask Carl, because Carl would have did anything.
Then
TT was just like, help her. He was like, all right. I will say I did in the beginning want Casey and Anaya to work. I feel like Casey needs a TT.
Yeah,
I feel like he is the type of guy I feel like Casey is the kind of guy who has been poisoned by the manosphere, but he is absolutely a guy who needs a dominant woman. he's not
around.
He's not going to lead until she does and tells him how to do it. Right. It's not a bad thing. Like, women are smarter and much better leaders, so I get it. But I just feel like his vibe with her it works much better because I think that's what he needs. Anyway, I was just like, why would you pick KC? That felt so odd to me. And even KC thought that was odd. But I did like him looking for her. And he was like, man, he's like, bro, you don't even wear glasses. Why you got me looking for him? I thought that was a cute moment. I thought this whole secret agent thing was so fun. And they had their little, thing. And I think Casey was just like, why y'all doing sign language? I thought that was so cute. And I really, even though Melanie is sincere, Lord, just throw some holy water on them. I did think it was cute that he was like doing, like when she had him, her task was to get him to get a drink like 3 times. And he got the drink and she tasted it. She was just like, mm. He was like, you don't like that? All right, I'll get you another one. He's like, I'm not going to do it again. Get it again. Easy. He's just like, oh, this one works. And I was just like, I was watching this and I was like, the men can act tough all they want. Mm-hmm. Men are so easy. Those girls cleared that challenge and didn't even break a sweat. It was so easy. TT went and got the Casa Boys and was just like, let's go take a picture. And they was like, okay. And she was just like, let's kiss. And they were like, sure. Easy. They were all so easy. It was like,
let's kiss. She said, kiss me on the cheek.
Yeah, she said, kiss me on the cheek. It was just like, there was no
apprehension.
There was no apprehension. Nobody second guessed anything. They just all went with it. Kenzie got a massage from Carl and Dylan. Neither one of them was just like, this is kind of odd. Like, none of the guys thought anything of it. The girls cleared that challenge.
TIK-TOK said, not my man. Oh, her.
What, TIK-TOK?
Yeah, TIK said, not my man.
Oh, well, there was somebody else who said that. I think it was Kata. I think Kata was just like, oh, you can get somebody to do the massage, but not my man. Not my man. I will say this, Kenzie, you should have caught that shade. Because when they got the task of that one of the girls has to get a massage from 2 men, all the girls are just like, oh, Kenzie can do that. Yeah. They said Kenzie can do that. Easy. And Kenzie's just like, oh, yeah, I could. Girl, that was being shady. You're such a man eater. You don't even realize it. But the secret agent mission was really, really fun. And I just like them all. I just like to see them having a good time. Now,
yeah, and TIK-TOK was saying that and with her butt all out.
Who?
When they was Kenzie.
Oh, Kenzie?
Yeah, when they was doing the
where is Carl? I think it's so funny that Carl is a Casa guy, but he's becoming like the villa therapist, like Anaya used to be. He is now the villa therapist for all the men. Everybody comes to him for advice. So he was counseling Dylan, and Dylan was talking about his apprehensions again with Kenzie. And that's why I'm just like, Dylan, you're doing too much. You've already talked about it. Mm-hmm. You're going to different people trying to, I don't even think you're trying to get help. You're just trying to get screen time. You do too much, and it makes you unlikable. Oh, so there's this conversation with Kata and TT. And this is what I mean, where Kata almost gets it. So Kata and TT sit down and they're talking. Kata's just like, no shade. But I can't believe that we were low, And TT was just like, I know that you guys thought that it was probably going to be us. And she was just like, it's okay, me too. Like, I could not believe that we were over you guys. And Kata was just like, okay, you said it. So I could say that I was feeling like that. And then TT goes, well, I watched a lot of y'all scenes, and that was news for me because I didn't know. I thought that they only watched the scenes of the people as bombshells or Casa people. I thought they only watched the scenes of the people they were going to go after. I didn't know they watched everything. And she was just like, maybe America is seeing some stuff, because it does seem like, Zach had probably like done some things, with like, said some things to you to just make them go, and then Kayla goes, yeah, well, I realized, that you have saw some stuff that I didn't see. And, I know America is seeing things that I didn't see. But then she gets in her confessional and she was just like, but I don't care about any of that because what I know is I know me and Zach and I know we're compatible. And I'm like, she almost gets it. Every time because she was there and she was like, yeah, well, you're seeing things that I didn't see, and and that confirms it because America is seeing things that I don't see, and that's probably why they voted us like that. But I don't care because me and Zach are compatible. You were almost there. It's like you get it. I feel like she gets it and then she convinces herself that it's not what it is because she likes this guy so much. And I'm gonna let it slide because that's what you do at 23 and 24. So that makes sense. If this is a canon event for Little Mama, unfortunately, this canon event is happening in front of the world, but she will be much better from it. So this ain't the end, sister. This ain't the end. But what is the end? Is this relationship with you and biblically accurate Judas, because Zach is now talking with Bryce about not closing off with Kata. Well, not closing off, but like not making her his girlfriend, but wanting to be seriously dating her when they leave the villa. And I think it's a little too late. It's a little too late. Because I don't feel like it doesn't feel genuine. Like genuinely, it doesn't feel genuine because it just feels like you're only doing that to try to convince America that you really do like this girl and that you're not this bad guy. Mm-hmm. And it would have been more believable if you did it before this vote. Mm-hmm. Now, after the vote and you're in the bottom, now you want to make Kata your kind of sort of girlfriend and you don't even fully commit to it. It's a little too late, mate. It's a little too late because I feel like now you're trying to play and like make yourself a victim. And this is the thing with the men of this season and the new Love Island watchers seem to forget this show is for the girls and the gays. Everybody else is guest. Like this audience, this show plays to this audience. This is not going to be a show ran by horrible red pill men where they get sympathy and the women get dragged. Y'all got to go to another network. I don't know what network they have for y'all, but this ain't it. This show ain't it, right? I don't know. Is Duck Dynasty still on? What's a good show for men? I mean, y'all got sports.
House Husbands of
I don't think that show is still on. What show could they watch that is
bringing it back?
Isn't it like some car show or something? Like y'all should watch something like that. Love Island ain't for you. This show is not catering to you. This show is not making this show for you. It's for the girls and the gays. They are the ones, especially the girls. They are the ones who have made this show and the producers multimillionaires. Mm-hmm. Not you. They're not hitching their wagon to straight dudes, especially straight red pill dudes. Unfortunately, this generation is extremely red pilled, so it's very hard to get a season of Carl's. You're going to get a season of Zach's. You're going to get a season of Sincere's. You're going to get a season of KC's because these very young people have been red pilled. So they're digesting garbage and they're coming on TV because nobody is checking them in their real lives. Like for some reason, this generation of boys who have grown to be good men have just been abandoned. Like they have been, it's been very much Lord of the Flies, all grown up. Like nobody's checking for them. Nobody's checking on them. Like it's just like, just go out there and do what you got to do. You're a boy, you'll figure it out. And now they're these men, and their views are skewed. They're saying the most vile things, and nobody's checking them because now they're adult men. So it's like, who's going to check these adult men and and properly raise them when their parents didn't do the job? So you're expecting adults and peers to guide them in a way they were never guided. That the people who were responsible for them failed. So now we're on TV. They're on TV, and we're watching them, and they're saying these crazy things, and everybody's like, why are you saying that? But this is allowed where they're from. This has been allowed in their home. They say these vile things, and a mom laughs and goes, Zach, sincere, stop it. Oh, my boy, my king. Nobody corrects that behavior. So now he's on this show, and everybody's like, this is very scary how you're operating. Well, there's not going to be a change because people in his life are not going to correct that, are not going to say, dude, this is weird. Like, you shouldn't do it. And so we have been watching him this entire season, and now he's trying to throw in this wrench that he's this lover boy. And it's just like, we don't believe you. We've seen you when you knew we were watching and when you forgot that we were watching. And we know who you are on this show, and we don't like it because this is not what this show is. This show is supposed to be romance. This show is supposed to be a space where women are loved and adored. That's why it's called Love Island. If it were, Hit It and Quit It Island, it would be geared towards you. It would be geared towards men, right? If it would be Pump and Dump Island, it would be geared towards men. It's called Love Island because it's geared towards women, because women want love. Women want romance. Women want Carls, Mm-hmm. So that is what this show is for. So these guys think that they're going to come in here and run the show. It's not going to happen. The reason why any of you guys are in the final four or in the top is because of the women you're with, because women are voting on these women. Nobody's voting on the men, except for a few gambling addicts. But this is a show about the women. So I just feel like his strategy is just not working because women peep the game. Women see the nonsense. Women see that you are playing. Women did not like when you told Kata that you loved her and then took it back because you were saying that you were joking. Women didn't like that you closed off with Kata and then you came back and said, oh no, I'm not really sure about closing off. Women didn't like that after you banged her, you had a whole conversation about what if a bombshell comes in. Mm-hmm. We don't want to see that. We want to see you romance this woman. We want to see you love on this woman. And unfortunately, you haven't done that. So now trying to, I want to, make her my girlfriend. Not really. Like, you're not committing to anything with her. I just want to say that I really, she's just probably the only one I want to date for right now when we get out the villa. That's good if this was a show geared towards men. This is a show geared towards women. That's not what the fan base wants to see. It's just not going to work. And I think it's just a little too late for him. I know there's, some demonic boy moms, but it's not enough. It's not enough. They're not the emotion of this show. They're not going to be the ones that are going to be the fan base that brands want. Right? Like, the fan base the brands want an Alandria fan base. That's why she has had and has so much set up for her, because she has a fan base that's kind, a fan base that's nurturing, a fan base that's rich. Everything she does sells out. That's why you come on the show, to get those opportunities, but you got to play the game, baby. And you didn't play the game. You came on the show like a villain. and thought that women were going to be about it, you're on the wrong show. You're on the wrong show. Then Kenzie and child. Oh, my thing is full. Then Kenzie and Dylan chat. Let me bring up Splitsy McGee. Where is she at? There's Splitsy McGee. Who knew in the intro when she did that split that that was going to be her entire identity? um, Kenzie and Dylan chat. Now, Dylan's been talking to everybody and their mama about how he feels insecure about Kenzie and their relationship. And here's what I'll say: I was on Kenzie's side, and I've never said that, but I was Team Sag. Here's the thing: is Kenzie the Christopher Columbus of Love Island? Yeah, right. However, Dylan is doing too much, and he's becoming unlikable. So I'm going to have to ride with the Christopher Columbus of season 8. I don't trust Dylan. I just feel like he does too much, and it's leaning into performative and performance territory for me. And so I'm just not trusting anything that he's actually feeling, because I just feel like it's a performance. And again, he's trying to do the same thing that Zach is doing. You cannot make yourself a victim on a show geared towards women. Wrong show, buddy. Absolutely. Wrong show. Because all we're watching is you berate this woman who continues to say that she likes you and she wants this relationship to go far.
And get a sitter.
Like, what? What are you talking about?
They need a sitter.
Who needs a sitter?
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
Mom, what time is it nap time?
No, it's only 8:51.
What are you talking about, girl? Anyway, so you think that you are, America's going to love this. I really like Kenzie, and I'm trying to get her to see how much I want to be with her, but I don't trust her. It's not coming off like that. It's coming off like you talked about this girl that you're in a coupling with to everybody in the freaking villa. So you got advice about her. Then you sit down with her multiple times. She keeps on saying that she likes you and she wants to continue this relationship outside of the villa. And you're telling her it's not enough. This show isn't for you. It's not your show. You can't pull this stunt.
You her guest.
And also you Casa. You're not even an OG. Like, it's just, the Casa boys have lost their minds. It's giving Gal. Like, what are you doing? And she keeps on saying, well, yeah, I want to take you to the lake. I want you to meet my grandmother. He was like, well, yeah, didn't you tell Gal that? You told other guys that. She was just like, no, I didn't. But I guess he's going off of what he saw. But it's just like,
why wait until now?
Why wait until now? You're kissing on a girl, you're French frying the girl, you're doing all kinds of stuff with her, but you still don't trust her. So you trust her enough to ram your hands in her womb, but you don't trust her enough to believe that she's saying that you two are going to continue this outside the villa. Now, I'm gonna let him have this, because I think maybe his male intuition is letting him know that by the time they get to the airport, she cut him loose. I think he already knows the inevitable, so I think he's trying to stop it. But I'm like, I think you're going to make the dumping come faster than it would have if you weren't poking at her about not trusting her and trying to make her the bad guy in the situation. I want to say, and I think I can speak for a lot of the women who are watching, Kenzie is not a bad, we don't dislike Kenzie because she explored with all the guys. I don't mind her matching the men's energy. Mm-hmm. I am not a fan of Kenzie because of how she treated the other women in the villa. Because again, like a lot of y'all forget this is a show for women. Women don't like another woman moving foul on another woman. Hello, Amora. Nobody liked her dirty Mac and Jen and throwing her under the bus. For a guy, that's not how we operate over here. So that was my issue with Kenzie. Her exploring, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I just didn't like how she was moving with the other women in the villa and being deceitful, right? We lie to the boys. We don't lie to each other on this show. That was my issue with her. This is still Barbie's dream house. So I got a problem with Ken constantly checking her and say, well, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Let me tell you something. You only got one time as a man to annoy a Sagittarius woman. One time. Dylan keep on going with the, oh, I don't know if I can trust you because, we are about to meet my mom at family day and I don't know if this is going to work out because I can't, I don't know if this is the thing because I don't know if I can trust you. And Kenzie was just like, she was listening and she was like, yeah, I want to be with you. I get it. I understand. I want to be. And then she just sat back and she listened and she was just like, well, I don't know if I could be in something if you don't trust me. So if you don't trust me, I don't think that this is it. Yeah. You weren't expecting that.
Okay.
You weren't expecting that.
Okay, she was on her Fantasia.
Cut him loose.
If you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
Thank you, Tasia. Go ahead and free yourself.
Go ahead and free yourself.
Oh, Lord. So that's the thing. If you were watching this show, Dylan, and you were watching how Kenzie moved, you should have known. Kenzie don't play with them men. The minute they get on her nerves, she cut them loose. And you are working her last nerve. She's already itching to get rid of you.
Okay.
Because she was bullied. She was bullied in the closing off. So she's already itching to get rid of you. And you're just making her decision that much more easier. Because she sat there and took it. And then she was just like, well, if you don't trust me, then this can't work. So now what? Dylan didn't expect that. Because he wants her to chase her. That's not what this show is. That's not what you were hired for. You're Casa. This has been the worst season for bombshells and Casa people. I don't understand how they don't know the rules of the game. You are Casa. You are supposed to pursue. This has been the laziest bombshells and the laziest Casa men and women that I have ever witnessed on Love Island. Everybody came, every bombshell and every Casa person came into the villa and gave up. One Casa boy came into the villa and dumped the girl that brought him into the villa. And now we got Dylan trying to force Kenzie to chase him. What is happening here? What is going on? But Dylan, you got the right one. You got the right one. Because one thing about little Miss Kenzie, for her, she knows what's fish in the sea. Okay. She will throw you back and cast her net again.
Because it's about 10 of them waiting for her at the airport.
10 of them waiting for her at the airport and 50 waiting in Kennesaw. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. One thing about her, she knows there will never be a drought of men for her. So you want to play games? She's like, well, maybe this ain't going to work. Because if you don't trust me, I can't do this. You weren't expecting that, were you? That wasn't in your script. Yeah, play with her if you want to. She'll make this a friendship couple in 2.3 seconds. Do not play with little Miss Kenzie. So let's go over back here, child. So these two are just locked in. And what did I say at the beginning? They was gonna play the entire time. Baby, so these two have a conversation about their journey. And Melanie was just like, I'm worried about, when we get out the villa, how this relationship is going to work because, movie night wasn't good. And I think what Melanie was saying and not quite saying in this conversation is, I wonder how my family is going to perceive you after seeing what you have done to me. And Sincere, he takes his lashings or whatever. And he's like, I get it. I know. I messed up, I effed up, and people are going to say what they're going to say, and they should, because I did not do right by you. But I do want to see what happens with our relationship outside in the villa, because I am very serious about us. And then he goes from 0 to 100 real quick. He's just like, I want this to work because I do see you as my girlfriend. I do see you as my fiance. I do see you as my wife. As he's saying this, Melanie.
Melted.
Girl! You're not even dating, and he's putting you through, and you are just smiling because that's what she wants. I told y'all.
She was melting.
I told y'all about them Latinos. Listen, we're in the next phase of this relationship, right? Now we got to get them out. We got to see how these two react out of the villa. But I'm telling you right now, they're about to lock in for this week.
Let me tell you,
they're about to lock in for this week, and it's going to be romance town.
Okay. Because they done came through the fire.
They done been through the fire. And Melanie gonna be giving everybody advice. Me and Sister, we went through everything, but now, we on a good. We're in a good space. So me and him, we're gonna work together. Like, it's not gonna be like no problems, but we had to go through that to get to where we at. It's about to be romance central with these two. They're going to act like movie night had never happened, and they're gonna make us feel crazy for remembering that. That's one thing that they do. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you. That's why I say don't get involved. Don't get involved. Let them do this back and forth, but don't get involved. Because if you bring up something that one of them did to the other, they will both cuss you out. That was the past. Like, we don't even do that no more. Like, that's not who we are. Like, that happened like 2 weeks ago. Like, you still there? Like, really?
We were getting it now.
We were just getting to know each other. Like, we had miscommunication. You don't have miscommunication in your relationships? Like, romance central.
Okay.
Romance. I said wife. Oh. And I feel like it's going to happen.
Because Sincere don't went in his bag. You hear what I said? He don't went in his bag. He even looked through that. He went in his bag.
Oh my God. These two, Philly, get ready.
Okay.
They are going to terrorize you. They are going to terrorize my city until they lock in the real world. And when they lock in the real world, they're going to act like none of that ever happened. They're going to act like we didn't see them fighting on Benjamin Franklin Parkway. Okay. Like it never existed. They're going to act like we didn't see Melanie beating up his secret girlfriend at the Chili's in Cheltenham. Okay. You just cannot get involved. Just watch this telenovela and don't give an opinion.
Okay.
Let it go. I see you. I see you as my girlfriend. I see you as my fiance. I see you as my wife. And I'm telling you, that boy is telling the truth. That boy is telling the truth because he has done everything that he could possibly think up to this woman, and she stayed. That to him is a keeper.
Okay.
So he knows that he can play all day, and she gonna stay.
Ain't going nowhere.
That's the one he gonna put a baby in. Mm-hmm. Melanie, take your pills.
And
my
the
God,
thing about that is,
don't skip a day.
Whenever he fall wrong, he gonna do something.
Yep.
I'm engaged.
Yep.
I'm engaged.
After they break up, he gonna show up to her mom's house with a ring.
Yeah.
And she, take your wait. More for it.
Blow it up.
I ain't never been a cop caller, but at some point, it's children. We're being terrorized by 12-year-olds.
Yeah, what did you do when you was a child?
Mom, I wasn't popping fireworks in residential areas.
Yeah, but you was down.
It was so good though. It does.
You was down at the Shore House. And nobody knew what the heck you was doing.
It's something with the child. I will never park in that parking lot. Okay. Anyway, so this is what it's going to do. I said pills. I'm an auntie. Do y'all still do pills? Are y'all doing shots? Melanie, get your depot.
No, Melanie don't want to blow back up.
What they doing?
Depot, you blow up.
Mom, that is not true.
That
you
is true.
You are so ghetto. You do not blow up on Depo.
I seen a little girl start getting
Depo. Bye.
And she used to be real skinny.
Every time you gain weight in the Black community as a woman, everybody, you want Depo? Like, please.
The Depo.
Please.
Well, why did you ask me?
Don't miss your
Depo.
You know what? Because sometimes I feel like you know stuff. Because I still am very shocked that you knew all that Greek mythology. Like, that still took me out. Like, to this day, I did not know that about you.
You have to sit down with me and talk with me.
And they was like, Mama Star is right. I'm like, no, she's not.
Yes,
when did you learn Greek mythology?
Nikki, I'm a scholar.
Okay. Girl.
I'm more than a baby mama.
You are not a baby mama.
Oh, yes, I am.
You are not a baby mama, and you are not a boy mama. You're delivered. You are delivered.
Okay.
Speak it.
I am delivered.
Period. Anyway, take your Depo. Don't miss a Depo shot or your pills. I don't know if they still doing pills. Do they do the patch anymore? Don't wear your patch. Because I'm telling you what his next move is. Girl, don't give him a sincere Rita. Don't do it. Do not do it. But these two, just let it go. Don't get involved, y'all. Fan bases. Pray for her. That's it. Pray that her ancestors keep on sending her owls, kangaroos, ladybugs, giraffes, zebras, whatever they got to send this girl. But I don't know if she gonna get free. I am not sure, but they're locked in, and it's romance central until the end. And he's absolutely going to step it up because Family Day is coming, and he knows he was a mess. He got to impress that family. I don't know if it's gonna work. The way her sister talking. You know what? The way her sister talking, are they going to let her in the villa? Girl,
her sister, shut up. Her sister needs to shut up. Do she got a man?
Whoa, Mama Star.
Yeah,
we don't talk like that here.
Yes, we do because
no,
her sister.
Don't.
No, her sister is on her. Don't do that.
No, we don't tell people to shut up and say, "Do you got a man?" That's not us.
Do you got a man? What your man got to do with this?
Mama, we don't talk like that.
Okay,
Let's do better.
Don't talk about this.
Let's do better. Can you repent? Because that was out of pocket. That's not, Mom.
I repeat.
That's you shouldn't let the people see you like that. Uncovered.
No, naked.
We don't talk like that here.
No, Melanie's sister needs to be quiet then, because she's doing all this talking for her sister. She don't even know that it's not a good look.
Well, she does now. Well, here's the thing, and I talked about it. I said what her sister, just like Melanie, is getting a life lesson. You have to realize the way you talk and communicate in Philly, the rest of the world is not going to be okay with that. Because the way you are making your posts, you got to keep on apologizing. And you're probably just like, what am I saying or doing wrong? Because the way you are speaking is acceptable for Philly. It is not for the rest of the world. The rest of the world is going to take that as aggression. And that's just like in Philadelphia, that's just you being kind. But they don't know that. They don't get that they don't get that that's a light post for you. So you just have to figure out how to communicate with the rest of the world in a non-Philadelphian way. Life lessons. So Zach finally talks to Kata and lets her know that he doesn't want to that he doesn't want to be her boyfriend or her to be his girlfriend, but he does want to like seriously date her outside of the villa. And I will say him and Kata are on the same page. Kata was just like, yeah, at first I just want to see how it goes, like how we work out. But I'm down with that to see, where this is going to go. I'd be surprised if they make it to the reunion. Because I just don't feel like her family, especially all them sisters that she got, I just feel like somebody in that family is going to be like, girl, he ain't it. He ain't it. that reunion is going to be the deciding factor for a lot of stuff. And that's all I have to say about this episode. Mama Star, final thoughts?
My final thoughts is you're asking the scholar now the cops is coming because somebody called the cops for them.
Somebody called the cops on the kids.
Yeah, let them play. My final thoughts is I love the fact that they had that they got a chance to laugh and play and all kind of like come together.
It was nice. It was nice to see that.
And put the animosity down. And Casey and TT feel a little more comfortable.
Yes.
Being a part of the group.
Yeah.
But they had to ask a couple questions, little hard questions here and there, her and Kenzie. But, I love that they were able to do that because the mere fact that they're away from their family, they're in this villa. Last season I seen Nick cry when he seen his mother. Like, that's a man. He cried when he seen his mother because he said, listen, he ready to go. Like, we see really like 45 minutes a day. But this is all day, every day that they got to try to find something to do. And, I'm sure there's been breakdowns and, screen matches and, different things like that. But what we see is what they prepare for TV. And so I commend all of them, you know what I mean? But even Kenzie, I just got a new love for her because she said, let me tell you one thing.
Yeah, she was just like,
it's
not going to work. Like, if you can't trust me, it's not going to work.
Yeah, she said, don't get it twisted. I'm not starving.
Don't think you the only one on my roster.
Bingo, because I keep the roster.
Kenzie.
Maybe you don't see no more here.
Listen.
But they in the wings waiting. So, Mr. Ugly.
It ain't safe for the black or the white boys.
It ain't safe.
When Kenzie touched down,
okay.
Woo!
So I could be
here.
You
ain't ready.
Okay. So I like her, standing up because she said, listen, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Free yourself.
Tasia.
Period.
Because you got a song in your
spirit.
Because you got a song in your spirit.
Yeah, and the little game that Zach is playing, it ain't gonna work.
It's too late. It's not even. We clocked you, bro. We clocked your mate. It's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late.
It's not even that.
We see you for who you are.
It's weak.
It's too late, mate.
A sick part of me love a sincere melody. It's a toxic situation.
It's affiliating you.
But
here's the thing.
I know that relationship.
That's the thing. It's very familiar. Like,
I know it.
I'm telling you, if you are a Philadelphian, you have grown up with a Melanie and a Sincere.
Okay.
Like, they're in every neighborhood. They're in every neighborhood.
With a few of them.
From the Northeast to South Philly. They are in every neighborhood.
They come to your job with that.
They come to your job with that. They in your school with that nonsense.
They don't even care.
They at your church with that nonsense.
Hold it down for a minute, Melanie. I gotta step outside.
Yes, they fighting at the christening.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I mean?
It's just we're not okay with it, but I'm just saying they're just
it's familiar.
It's such a familiar couple. I can think of 3 couples right now. They're just so familiar. They fight at the Wawa.
We at the office.
Yes, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Philly has been infiltrated with those couples. I'm telling you.
No, she got makeup everywhere and she don't even see it, and I don't even know.
No, this is my
powder.
This is my powder. Yes.
Right here. Tui can see it from
I'm wiping it. Y'all let me blot. I'm blotting.
But I mean, you gotta blot it on screen anyway.
Oh my God! Y'all did not see this. My God, anyway, I'm human.
I
have a very greasy face. Let me tell you something. You want a greasy face.
I love Anaya and
Clock it.
And Carl. I think there's a more mature couple there. I can see them outside of the villa. I can see them married for real. I can really see that.
I already, and I'm getting ahead of myself. I've already seen them going apple picking with their newborn. I'm already there. I'm already there.
Oh, okay.
The
Trinity and
the baby
Bryce.
gonna look like Sean.
Trinity and Bryce.
What about him? I'm just
I
happy
hope they
she's
make
happy.
it. I hope they make it. Because I seen a little clip of Soul. I know you don't like me to say different things like that, but I seen a little.
Say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want about Soul.
You know what I mean? She's
a hater. She's a hater.
Yeah, she's talking about something. Oh, I'm gonna spill the tea at the reunion. I'm gonna let y'all know that Bryce don't even want her, and this and that and that and this. And she's seen some things that we haven't seen, and I just
it don't matter.
But I don't like that. I don't like that. You're not on there no more.
Does anybody care about brand deals anymore?
You're not on there anymore. Just go ahead on.
Nobody's brand safe from this season.
When
like
the
what is
reunion
happening?
Come, just go ahead on and be at the reunion, but don't come off like angry side piece, because that's how you coming off.
But you know what? This is what I fear for KC and TT. Since Soul got out that villa and immediately started feeding that fan base that formed. A fan base that formed because they don't like another Islander is not a successful fan base. They are not going to do you right. They are not going to take you to great heights that you can achieve with all of this attention on you. And I think that's what happened to her. She started listening to them people. She started reading them comments, and she started, as the older auntie say, she started smelling herself. And now we're at this place where it's just like, you're like not likable and not marketable because you're coming out and you're being a mean girl. And you can't be a mean girl and a black girl, baby.
And you feeling bitter because you wasn't able to do your soul stuff on there. You wasn't able to. They shut you down. They shut you down. All that you came with your sexy. You was bringing sexy back. They packed you in sexy.
Her exact words were Melanie and Anaya were intimidated by her because their men were attracted to her. Okay, girl.
And it could have been possible. But one thing they did
if
was,
the men wanted you, they would have went after you.
Let me tell you one thing. Whatever it was, they shut it down. Period. They did the Miss Melanie.
What's the Miss Melanie?
Scoot your boots, honey. This is already
that's your this mine. That mine.
This already.
That's your territory.
It's already built in the sand. You may see us fall out a little bit or whatever, but
that don't mean he's available.
This house is already built.
Period.
Yeah. Carry on, mate.
Carry on, Mike. You see what I'm saying?
House already built.
And this is the lady who was trying to convince y'all that she was Mary Poppins of Philadelphia. Girl, please.
So
please.
I don't
fighting down at the path mark. Okay.
I don't like women like that. I don't like women like that. It didn't work out. You didn't get a match or whatever. Okay. You know, don't be no sore loser. Say, okay, my sexy didn't, blend in there. I'm gonna have to take it elsewhere. And do your thing, chicken wing.
Do your thing.
You know what I mean? But don't go up there trying to hurt somebody and you all over the place with this and that and that and this.
Yeah, here's the thing. If anybody
and then she gonna say Beatrix better shut up before they come for her.
Here's the thing. Every Islander who came off the show, y'all need to be following Sean's lead. Sean, every interview he does, he's beaming.
Janelle.
What is Janelle saying? Every interview, he's beaming about his fellow Islanders, right? Sean is making sure, and I guess because he's a 30-year-old father, he got some wisdom. He had to grow up. He's making sure that he is brand safe, and he's making sure that he's going to eat. So Sean is just like, I ain't got no beef for nobody. I like everybody.
Right.
The girls are coming out, and they are building cliques and alliances. Soul is like, me and Beatrice at the reunion, we coming for everybody. What are you doing? Y'all need to follow Sean's lead. Sean got out the villa and everybody is his family. Everybody is great. He's rooting for everybody. Smart man. Smart man. All right, mamas, we got Mama Star's final thoughts. I am going to start with my super chats. We have over 1,000 comments in the chat. If you want me to read it, if you just, Nikki, you have to read it, then you are going after super chat, baby. It's far too many people in here. And I'm also going to put the link in the chat if you want to come up to talk about the show. Here's the thing. Everybody gets 5 minutes. The reason why I say that is because I also want to be respectful to the people who don't want to come up here and speak to the audience. So I am about to share the link if you want to come up here and chat. I'm going to first start off with my super chats, and then I'll hop into the comments. And thank you all so much for the super chats. And please make sure you like the video. Liking the video helps your girl grow in the YouTube algorithm. Because somebody else liked the video, you were able to find me. And now you love it here. Share the love. Share the wealth. Thank you. And join the email list that Nikki.Star put into the chat. Link is sent. Comments are coming up on the stage. Hey, Brittany. Thank you for the super chat. Brittany said, Nikki, since nothing happened today, can we get into the season 7 mess? Adriana exposing Clark set her up with Ace and Taylor potentially cheating. Here's the thing. I will talk about it. I'm gathering information. Mama Star has sent me a bunch of information. It's so much to get through. I'm going to do a separate video about that. I want to respect, season 8 and the people who are coming here to talk about this episode. But I'm trying.
But we can't say nothing about it tonight.
We can't say nothing about it tonight. I'm going to do a live probably Wednesday. I'm just finalizing some things right now. But we're absolutely going to talk about it because it's so much, and it's just so.
And come with your tapes, honey. Come with your tapes because we're calling you back up.
Come with your tapes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, come with your evidence. I sent you stuff. Your receipt. Your tapes, your receipts, whatever.
Mama, okay, it's bedtime. Go. All right, Mama, it's okay. Thank you for being a trooper.
Come with your receipt.
Thank you for being a trooper.
Camcorder.
Lord, I will say, to me, it don't feel like piping hot tea. It's just sad. I feel so bad for Shelly. I'm like, oh my gosh, yikes. But yeah, we're going to talk about it. If not tomorrow, Wednesday for sure. I'm just finalizing some stuff on Wednesday. I have something. Oh shoot. Yeah, child, it all depends. It all depends if I could do it. But I just have to finalize some stuff. But we are going to talk about it, if not probably Wednesday. But thank you so much, Brittany, for the super chat. Coco, my love, how are you? Coco said, I was making a video and totally forgot about your live. It's okay. I made my post, but then freaked out like, where is Nikki? It was like I woke up from anesthesia. Lord, help me. This show has me in crisis. It's okay, sister. I love you. Thank you so much for supporting me. Guys, if you do not know Coco, Christina, she is a pop culture specialist and journalist. I love her YouTube, and I love all of her social media. She's always on it. And any tea that I get or any information that I get it from her. Because this is an actual, she's a fun girl. She's an actual journalist, right? So her receipts are always the truth and 100%, and I trust her. And she has been so supportive of the channel for so many years. And I want to say, thank you, because you didn't have to support me, but you saw a video and you just loved it and you continue to support me. And I just really, really thank you. And thank you so much for the super chat, my dear. Taisha, hey sister. Taisha said, I need to rant. Get Dylan out of my villa. Production keeps shoving him down our throats. Justice for Kenzie. Bring in another bombshell. We don't like Kenzie, but what makes him think we like him? Period. The boys are forgetting this is our show. The boys are forgetting this is our show. Thank you so much, Taisha. Nala, what's up? Nala said, your assessment of Mel and Sinister made this season easy to watch. Hello. They ain't about to piss me off. Hey, Star fam, of course. Of course. Like, I knew we would be here. Thank you so much for the super chat. Now, Nyla, are you ready to come up and chat? All right, let's go. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, my love.
Hi, Nikki. You're so welcome. This is my first time. I've been a silent viewer. Hi, Star family. Hi, Mama Star. I'm so glad you came to the light with us. I'm so glad you came to the light with us.
Oh,
girl.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Of course. This season is so much more enjoyable than last season, and your commentary helps because you have this perspective that we don't know from the background. So I've learned a lot from you in that aspect. And you also remind us to like humanize them, and that's what's also making this season so much better. Kata, my girl. I literally am like, he's telling you, like, I feel like Zach's whole demeanor and even the way he speaks, his cadence, everything changed this episode because it's like, damn, like, and he's basically telling her, and I don't like how she shut down TT. Yeah, I'm TT. I don't like how she shut down TT. I'm just like, Kata, like, you're about to come out that villa and just be so upset with yourself because you robbed yourself of an experience.
TT was telling her in the nicest way, girl, I seen why America thinks the way they think. And
you know,
like, no, me and Zach are great. I know who we are. We're compatible. And it's just like, okay, so you don't want to know.
No.
That's what it's like.
No, and you were spot on when you said like she wants that like foreigner British boyfriend. Like she's really excited about it, which I'm like, okay, I get it, Kata, but when you look at him for too long and you hear him do that sassy behavior he be doing, he don't even be that cute no more. Like I felt like this episode, he was even trying to like give advice and like I haven't seen him and Kenzie talk since when? Mm-hmm. Since Kenzie left him where he had her fucked up at. Oh, I'm sorry. No cursing. Okay. Like she left him right there and we have not seen them have one civil conversation. Now he wants to be all like understanding. And I'm just like, Zach, you're too late. We've clocked you. You're donezo. We'll see you home in the next 2 eliminations or so. Like,
it's
yeah.
All right. It's all right. And another thing, he's doing this after that vote. So it's just like, we're on to you, and now you're switching up your entire behavior.
So obvious.
We don't trust it. We know that it's fine.
Him and Dylan are on my hit list. Dylan is getting on my last nerves. Let Kenzie live. Let Clam Slam do her thing. She explored, and I feel like she's the only one who could really go. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Kenzie, but one thing I will say is, where I feel like women of color could take notes, like she do not play when it comes to you playing in her face. Like it only takes one time, and that's it.
One time. She's done.
She's done. And she gets it. Like the yearning that I feel like women of color are socialized to like yearn and like really take that place in a man's life as like special. I'm just like, he not the special one, you the special one. Like, look how Carl's stock went up. Like Carl, he seems like a great guy, but would he be that guy if he was not next to Anaya? Like, come on now. Look at Sincere. Sincere is in the villa based on just Melanie's fans, period. Nobody's a fan of Sincere. Like, even KC got defenders. Sincere don't even have defenders, but he's still in the villa because he's standing next to Melanie. Like, let's be so for real. Like, one thing I always take notes from them people that are, our brothers in humanity. But
I like that. Our brothers in humanity.
Our brothers and sisters in humanity, but one thing they know is that they're valuable and they act like it. And I'm just like, we need to act like it too. When Dylan cried, I wanted to come on the other day, but there was so many other people coming on. When Dylan cried, I was like, boy, get out of here. Like, please spare me.
So performative. I can't.
It was so performative.
And if he just pulls it back, he could be likable. But he does it so much and he just goes so over the top with it. It's just like, Now I
It's
know.
too much too often.
Yeah, it's
He's
too
low
much.
key. He's low key reminding me of like Zach from last season. How he tried to like play like cat and mouse with Amaya, and it didn't work out for him. So
Yep,
he'll be out of
yep.
here
You're
soon.
right. Mm-hmm.
But you really did help me because my younger sisters watch the show too. And when we discuss the show, they be so mad at Melanie. And I'm like, look.
Yeah.
NikkiStar done told me to leave them people alone. I can't be mad. I gotta either enjoy the telenovela or
Yep.
skip to the next couple.
You
And so
can't-
that's what I've been
You
doing.
cannot become emotional about this. You
You
just gotta let
can't.
it play out and observe.
Like Melanie was melting like it was day one tonight. Like she was when he said that wife, girlfriend, baby mama stuff, she was right there with him. Like
I said, Melanie, he's not even your boyfriend, and he's put you through the ringer. Why would you want to be his wife?
she's just a girl.
She's just a girl.
She's just a girl. But I'm just like, I'm excited. This season was good. I enjoy watching it with the Star family. Your commentary, like literally, I watch the episodes at night, and if I don't catch the live, I watch your recaps in the morning. It's been awesome. I love you so much. I love the Star family. I love you for letting me say my piece.
Of
So
course.
yeah. You have a good night, Nikki, and I'll be down in the comments. All right.
Of course. Thank you. Oh, my sister would like to know, have you joined the email list?
I have not, but I'll be doing that next
Okay.
thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Please join the email list so we can keep up with everyone. And
I'll be sure to do that. And everybody like the live, hype the live if you watching back.
Live. And also
Okay.
thank you for coming up here. I know that this is not easy, and for everybody who comes up, I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you.
Love you, Nikki.
Oh, I love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Amma, you ready, my love? Come on up.
Yes.
Hi. How are
I'm ready.
you?
I'm good. I missed you guys the other day. I was at work. It's fine. I wrote this down. I'm going to make this really quick.
Go.
Okay. Something that throws me off about Zach, it doesn't throw me off. I just think that people that are on the show that know it too well. No, I think people that know the show too well should not be on the show. He's stressed.
Yeah. Because he realized he lost it.
But I'm like, Zach is just way too aware of the fourth wall. And it's not his fault. He just knows how it goes. And that's just how his life is played out. His brother just happened to be on the show. Why did you apply for this? You don't need to be on this. Just be like what do you call it? A Nepo sibling and just go about your day. I don't know why you had to be on this show too, but it's eating him up because he knows way too much. And he predicts everything so well. Speaking of predicting, Kata, the fact that she almost had it in the beginning too. She said
she's always so close.
She's always so close, but she's never as close as Melanie. Melanie's always right on the dot.
Yeah,
makes the wrong decisions. But Kata's always like right there and then pulls back when Zach just like giggles or says something stupid, and then she's like, "Ah, yeah, Zach," and I'm like, "Girl, focus. I need you to focus."
Yeah.
And TT really did throw her a lob for a second. She was like, "Well, I saw da da da."
You know what? I honestly felt like she would have said more, but I think within the constraints of the show, she couldn't say more. But she was just like, maybe America is seeing something. I watched it and I saw the same thing. Like she was trying to help her, and she just would not take the advice.
What worried me too is that the whole time Kata kept blaming herself. She's like, they probably don't like me because I said. This is very interesting. And I worried about, first of all, they're not going to be together after, but if they are after, I'm like, it's so easy for him to blame Kata and Kata to blame herself. Yeah. I can already see the dynamic that's has been happening in the villa already. Also, Zach, it's too late. Even 2 days ago, she complained about I haven't been on a date yet, and I've been here for a month and a half, and he didn't plan one. He said, "Yeah, cool." Anyways,
he hasn't planned a date, but now, I want to date you outside of the villa. You haven't been dating her inside the villa. What does she have to look forward to?
That threw me, and I was like, the fact that how old is she again?
I think Kata is either 24 or 25.
Okay. She just skips around and she's just way too happy for my taste. Yeah. And not in like, I want to see her happy. I want to see her happy the right way, but she's going to crash out afterward when she sees I honestly don't think the footage that we've seen is going to make her break up with him. I'm going to be really honest.
Yeah.
I think she's going to stay with him. Okay. Next thing. I don't like the reckless mouth of Sincere. Now, why would you go and say something like that? I was not facing the TV when he started saying that. He's talking, I'm used to his word salad. So I was just like, let me get up and get something. I'm getting my food. I hear him say wife, and I quickly turned around and I was like, what? No. No. Don't say stuff like that. That's reckless and dangerous. Why would you say something like? And I didn't see her reaction because I just turned around and I only saw him because I was appalled. I was like, you cannot just have a reckless mouth like that. Not because it's like something that she doesn't want to hear. She does want to hear it. But the fact that he would just say that frivolously, like make promises so easily, which is something he's known for doing. And she still ate it up. Anyways, I also don't like how confident Sincere is about Melanie taking him back. He was talking about
in every speech that he gives for her, he says the same thing. You know, I taken her through everything and she's taking me back.
Yeah.
He acknowledges that I put you through the ringer and he always accepts me back. So he lets us know that he knows what this relationship is.
That's their culture.
And she will take him back every time.
That's their culture.
That's their culture. But I will say that he knows what this relationship is. He calls it out.
I just had to, that just shocked me. I was like, oh, you shouldn't say stuff like that if you don't really need it. And I'm so serious. You should not. That's not even funny. Last thing is just a small observation about TT. And I actually like TT now. Side note, 2 days ago, when Corbin and Parmita were leaving, I was like, wait, guys, I kind of like that. Not because they're like the smartest people. They're actually dumb as rocks. But it's like, they were like kind of the comic relief sometimes. And I was like, it was so serious. They were both giggling in the back. And I was like, that's why I do think they are compatible, because they're both just
like, there are couples, and everybody, we have to be real about this. There are couples who are just together because they're both hot. Like that is their thing. We're hot, and that's why we're hot, and we work out.
Yes.
That's why we're together. And oftentimes those couples work.
But also, as a former athlete, those couples that work out together, they never break up. Just gonna tell you that. Ever. If they lift weights together, if they play basketball together, they're not breaking up.
They're locked in.
Sorry, running back. Last thing to TT and Casey. I just got shivers when Casey was like, and you stepped up for me, you held it down, you did this. And I was like, I hate the verbiage. I hate when he says stuff like that. It's the same thing as Sincere.
I hate when me and Sincere talk about their women. It's always like they're
war veterans,
maids or like doulas. I hate it. I hate it.
Just so appalling. And when he said it, I was like, oh, okay. And she's just and it's surprising because TT just seems like she runs a very tight ship, which I think is why she likes that he says stuff like that, because that means she's in some kind of control and she likes control. That's okay. It's just very, very lastly, Melanie saying this is like a different version you've seen of me. Melanie, it was karaoke. Melanie, it was just karaoke, girl.
But this is the thing. It's been so rough for her. She's going to take a little moment and make it a huge deal.
She made it so big. And she's like, you've seen me in this page. I'm like, okay, well, if we're talking about that, also your platonic relationships also saw you doing karaoke. They also did it alongside you. It wasn't like something, I think people, sometimes it's natural, but people make romantic relations so much more important than platonic ones. And I'm like, you also had a bond with everybody else in there, but for some reason, just him, you really want to have one, so you decided you're having a bond. And that's fine. That's all I gotta say. These people stress me out, but it's fine.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They're going to stress us out until I feel like Friday's episode and Sunday's episode. I think those are going to be the ease. But still, we got like Family Day, we got the baby challenge, we got another elimination. I think we'll probably have another elimination on Sunday.
I don't think we're getting the baby challenge.
You don't think?
I don't think so. It seems like they're cutting it a bit close.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. I know we got at least one more challenge, and then Family Day.
It is a baby challenge, and they usually do the baby challenge when there's more couples.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We'll see what they have in store for us. But I feel like, Friday and Sunday's episode is going to be the cutesy ones. I think, they got some more drama to get to throw at us. And then it's going to be,
And
smooth sailing.
producer passed away, so that probably messed up a lot.
Oh, that absolutely messed up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think they were all for I think their schedule has been off for two or so weeks. So a lot of stuff that what happened last season is missing this season because of that. And that's understandable.
But speaking of cutesy, before I go, I love the way Carl compliments Anaya. It's like so normal. And there's nothing like, especially as a Black girl, sometimes you get compliments and you're like, okay, like put it away. Like, but like he's just like, yeah, you're just a natural beauty. Right when he's gonna fall asleep. That's all the girls want to hear. I don't want to hear anything.
Can I tell you, every time he sees her, he has a new compliment.
It's like, and it's a normal compliment, like a genuine.
He just finds something about her. It's just everything that she wears. He loves it.
You look so good.
Oh, I love this color. Like, it's not just, oh, you look pretty in this dress. Oh, I love the way this dress complements your skin. Yes. Oh, I love the way that this is fitting you, and it's helping your posture. Like, he's just so intricate about all of his compliments, and I'm like, oh, because you're watching her, you're observing.
Exactly.
I need a man like that. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me.
Okay, same, girl. Same.
Okay, guys, I will see you whenever the next one is.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming up. Bye. Osmond, are you ready? Come on, love.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Star family. Hello, Mama Star. If you can hear me, how's everyone doing?
I can hear you, my love.
We're good. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, I have just a few thoughts because these last 2 episodes have been really like on the light end. First off, Dylan and Melanie are in the same coin, and Sincere and Kenzie are in the same coin. I don't think they're both in the same coin. They both, because like with Dylan and Melanie, they know what their partner has done. They've seen their actions. They've seen the excuses. They see that their words don't match up, but they choose. That's what's annoying me. They're choosing because of their attraction, and it's just not fair for me to watch, and it's also not fair for them because I'm seeing them settle. And I think that's why Parmita said, "Oh, I think Parmita wanted to make that reason for Kenzie, but I think she wanted to make that reason for Dylan is that he's settling for someone who still has that wandering eye, and Kenzie is wants to settle down because she got confronted for exploring too much."
Yeah.
And also, this episode made me lose a lot of love for Kata because I just feel like she was bickering for the fact that she was in the bottom, and it's like she kept finding. It felt like she was keep throwing everything in the wall for a reason to stick.
But the obvious, I'm like, girl, you're finding every other reason but your man. Every time she gets to maybe it's that, she just runs away from it. I'm like,
it's like you're there. You're there.
You're there.
And it's like even Zach knows, oh, it's probably me. Mm-hmm. So it was sad to see. And then I think with her being on the bottom, it's just exposed that she still don't like Casey, and I think she still has some resentment for Casey and Titi on how the whole Anaya and Casey thing at Casa. Mm-hmm. So I think that's also another reason. What else happened? At this point, Kenzie and Dylan can go. That's it. Kenzie and Dylan can go.
Like, so you're done with them.
The way that this whole episode was about them is like, oh, okay, like I'm done with them. And then Melanie and Sincere. Okay, I try to listen on how people say that, oh, Melanie's always going to stay with Sincere. Oh, they're always going to give telenovela. Mm-hmm. When Sincere said that, oh, he wanted her to be his wife, his fiance, his baby mama, that as a man, that terrified me. And I want to bring up another thing. This man is on a generational run from escaping responsibility.
Yep.
And like you said earlier, like every single person that's like try to like bring accountability has got home. Like
Every time
Soul,
somebody was on to him, he got him out that villa.
like
And
Soul,
nobody knows it's him.
like Soul. I don't think Jen confronted him, but like I think she peeped game, so she still went home. Amora, most recently Corbin and Parmita. So it's like there's no way he was going to escape responsibility, and I don't think he's ever going to take responsibility. So it's, again, like I said, it's a choice. And I think because she's in a tight environment and she's around people who are trying to at least root for her and not think about, oh, this is not a healthy relationship, is why she's settling. And I just don't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, even that whole conversation at the dock really rubbed me the wrong way. And the way she was smiling and giggling is like, okay, I don't think Family Day is going to work at this point. I think it's going to take you getting embarrassed by Sincere in the biggest way on the outside world to realize that this is not a healthy, content relationship. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think
I honestly think it's going to take somebody in her family who she looks to for advice or sees as someone with wisdom to just tell her flat out, this isn't it. This isn't it. Because
like even that.
she already knows it. I just think she needs somebody she respects confirming it.
Yeah, even the owl tried to help her. I'm like, okay, that's not going to help.
Poor owl.
I just want one more pop up from the owl because that's been like a running joke this season. I just want one more before we go. But yeah, I guess that's it. Kata and Zach being exclusive. Congratulations, happy birthday, as the great Phaedra Park said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's it. We'll see what happens. I'm just glad this season's over because it was they had such a strong start. I don't know where it went. It went from.
Well, I honestly think, like my mom said, it was a producer passing away. They kind of lost it, and the show kind of got off the rails, and then they tried to bring it back, and then Casa was just so dark, and then like they came back from Casa, and there's not much time to really get the show back on track. So I think that was it.
I think I'll give that some grace because it was unexpected. So
yeah,
I'll take that. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's everything I have to say. I hope everyone enjoyed what I had to say, and hopefully I'll get to see y'all next time.
Yes. Yeah, Osmond, my sister would like to know, did you sign up for the email list?
Oh, of course. All right.
Yeah,
See you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, Osmond. Thank you.
Bye, my love.
Again, thank you all who come up here because this ain't easy. Like, you know what I mean? Some people may disagree, and some people, it's very brave of you guys to do that. And also everybody who's commenting in the chat as well. Thank you all for participating. I really, really do appreciate it. Mary said, Kata, just like Mel, are stuck with duds, so they have to double down. It's early 20s, guys. Dr. Inmani said, my thing is you can love KC but not bring Anaya down. Absolutely. The thing about it is that everybody forgets is that KC was the most popular person in that villa, and I think what I was very upset about the most with him was that I was just so disappointed because I was like, man, brother, you had it. KC had the money in his hand. Oh, I don't know why he did that at Casa. I'm not going to put it just on him, though. I feel like everybody forgot at some point that they're being filmed because something with Casa, especially the men, just made them think that there were no more cameras. And it was just like, oh, you guys are actually awful. I feel like Zach was the only one who was like showing that he's an awful guy. And then we get to Casa and it's just like, oh, what the hell is happening here? So disappointing. She Baby Talk said the Kaushi demon spawns have ruined the season for me. Not gonna lie, it's a mess. It's a mess. Chu said so many people rage bait just to get an interaction with people for money or loneliness. Any emotion that can incite a win for them is anger. It's the easiest emotion you can get. You are absolutely right. And I had to learn just to not engage because I just used to go back and forth with people. And then I was just like, or I could just block. And that's what I do. That's what I do. I'll engage sometimes here on the channel because I'm an artist first. You know, like you guys are coming here to be entertained. You're not just coming to like listen to somebody talk. You're coming here because, you know, you also get a bit of a show. So, you know, I do what I have to do to please my audience. But oftentimes I just block because what? I'm not going to give you what you want because you're coming for you to come at somebody with such vitriol means you want a response. You want like you want me to respond a way to let me know that you got me, that you got under my skin. That is what you're looking for. That is the win you're looking for. And I'm not going to give it. I'm just going to block. SEO said, I'm surprised so many Nickelandrians are anti-Kranaya. Have you noticed this? I have, but here's the thing. I don't really focus on that part of the fan base. I very much focus on the Bayhive of a fan base, right? Like, you know, the people, the normies. I don't focus on them crazy people. I don't focus on them people like just getting to the point where it's like so unhealthy, where it's just like, oh, you think you know these people. I stick with the normies, the people who are just like, I don't know them. These are just people that I watch on the TV show that I happen to like, and I just want them to win. Like, I focus on the Nickelandrians who became supporters of Alandria because they saw how she was treated by, you know, some people in the villa and the Love Island fan base. And then also threw Nick in there because we love how he protected her and cared for her. The people who are like watching their every move, if, oh, Nick didn't like her video, y'all need help. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm just there from afar, you know, supporting her and opening up my purse when she got something to sell me. That's it. That's how it should be. If it gets to a point where one, you think you know these people, and two, you think that you can control their outcome and every move and decision they make because you think you have some kind of power over them, that's where it get weird. That's where you don't know them. This is real weird. This is real weird. So I just focus on the normies. Them people who are just like, oh, we're Nickelandrians, we'll take you out. Okay, let's get jobs. Let's get jobs. Like it just gets a little weird. So I don't even focus on that. I focus on the Bayhive of the fan base. Like for me, like the people that are supporting Anaya, I'm absolutely going to open up my purse for Lil Mama. I'm absolutely going to let brands know that she's good stock.
Yeah. Because
I know when that young lady gets out of that villa, the hate that she's going to have to endure. My God, today, I know she has a good community and a good support system. And I know her mama is there for her. So I know she'll be okay. But I would never want to experience something like that. And I'm much older than her. So I'm going to let every brand know an investment in that young lady is telling me that I need to invest in you. Because for what she is going to have to deal with from her own people when she comes out that villa, my God, today, I got to ride for her. I did the same for Janae. I did the same for Zarina. I did the same for Alandria. Mm-hmm. I did the same for Shelly. And I'm going to do the same for Trinity and Anaya. And I'm going to throw Melanie in there. Yeah. my little Afro-Latina Philly sister, I'm going to do that too. Because the treatment has been so unfair. It is awful how these ladies have been treated online.
These people need to go on Beyond the Village the villa, and they need to start filming that right away, because this is some good content.
Mm-hmm. This is Jess Les says, a young girl, she is 22, like she is still finalizing her frontal lobe. Why would you put psychologically, why would you put her psychologically through that while her self-image is still being defined? Absolutely agree. Black Hill said, I think Twitter and TikTok are toxic, and those bots, oh, absolutely, with blackface are not actually black people. I am getting offended. Yes, that's another thing, guys. And I have learned this. I don't engage with these people anymore. I normally just block, but I always go to see who is a real person and who is a bot. There are a lot of bots who are stalking just the Black community in general online to fuel just to rage bait us. It's just a thing. I don't know what it is, but it's always a lot of bots who are just stalking the Black community online to rage bait. So that's what I'm saying about the KC defenders. I don't think it's a large group, right? I think it's some people who have a significant who have some kind of, not that much of a significant pull, but it's there. But I do think that there are a lot of bots engaging and fanning of the flames. That's why I said they don't control this. They're not the motion, because I don't think they're a majority of the audience, but it looks like that online. But we've seen this con before, right? We know how this works. It looks like they got a lot of momentum online, and then it plays out and you're just like, oh, so this was just a con. We've been here before. We know what this is. Dahlia said, are we sure it's not white supremacists pretending to be Black people? I'm on Twitter or TikTok, so I have no clue what's going on. It's just like Casey and TT and Karnaya. I just like Casey and TT and Karnaya because they are compatible. Agreed. I also think it's that as well. Oh, Boogie said, wow, that's so crazy. How can they have that much hatred? They'd buy a plane ticket in the economy to fight someone on a TV show. Just crazy. But it's also, I feel like a lot of people write stuff online like we can't see it. I'm just like, do y'all know that this is illegal, what you guys are doing? My God, today. I Maven said, this season is the most tearless crying I have ever seen. Yes. Hey, Case Closed. Case Closed said, I miss when this was a low-key show. Yes. You would think Casey was moving like season 2 Johnny Child. Which, they would have never. Johnny is so lucky. Johnny is so lucky. He is so lucky. It's Nas B said, Melanie felt like America supports her and Sincere. Yeah, that's the problem. And there's also no other options for Sincere to explore. So those things help her to lean into what she wanted all along, which is to stick with Sincere. Yep. That's a great point. That is a great point. I Maven says, you can tell the producers are reading social media about the shady comments Ian made right before Bryce came in to check on Zach. Oh, they're absolutely all up and through social media. Chocolate Suna said, yes, the villa was shookish after the America reveal. Yeah, they realized the people that they thought on top were not on top at all. I'm telling you, KC and TT might slip into that top 4. I did not think that was going to happen, but Kenzie and Dylan are falling apart, and Kada, the way she was talking, I was like, girl, y'all have to realize you got to be liked by America and the villa, and the people in the villa. Like, you can't say F America and these people are voting. What are we doing? I'm like, Casey and TC might make it to the top 4 because also they're not awful. Like, we're at the final stretch, and these two are fun, kind, getting along with everybody in the villa. Zach is not doing any better. You're saying F America. Casey and TT might slip into that final spot, y'all. I know production is going to try to push Kenzie and Dylan there, but they can only push Kenzie and Dylan if Kenzie and Dylan are in a good place. Dylan is effing up for the whites. He is effing it up. Wait, did I get that comment? I'm so sorry if I didn't get it. Daily Dose of Crystal, hey, said, Zach does think he's entitled to a win. Unfortunately, you're in no better of a position than your brother. Listen, at least he won, right? He got farther than his brother. It is what it is. Now, goodbye, sir. It's Nasby said, Carl and Anaya getting frisky was bound to happen. Remember what she said after that second? Yeah. But I'm like, we have never seen her like that. She got in bed with Casey and went to sleep. The way Carl was rubbing on her and lifting her. He's such a big guy. Mother was having a good time because she's also a big girl. So to have like a bigger guy, my God, today. Remember when she said that after the second kiss when she was on his lap, my girl been picked up from unknowingly having subconscious ick with Casey. Yep. Here's the thing. Sometimes you try to make a relationship work and you and this person should have just been friends. I don't know how much time it's going to take, but I think Casey and Anaya, if the fan bases don't ruin this, I think Casey and Anaya are going to get to the point where they're just like, we should have just been friends. We should have been in a friendship coupling. We should have never tried to make that work. Divine said, Dylan is getting on Kenzie's nerves because he is making her look bad or worse. Yep. Dr. Enmati said, Dylan is not beating the actor allegations. You are absolutely right. Art World said, now everyone on Threads is now getting on Anaya asking Casey to help her find the shades. The girl can't win, but she will. Like I said, we've been here before. We know how this game goes. Not only is she the diamond of the season, the show is not going to lose another Alandria. Right. And I'm not saying she is Alandria. I'm just saying that kind of opportunity. Right. So not only is the fan base or the people who have watched this young lady be tormented by this audience going to protect her and take her to great heights, the show is going to do that as well because they see the opportunity they missed with Nick Alandria. They're not going to do this with Carl and Anaya. They've learned their lesson. So there's going to be great opportunities for them with Peacock, and there's going to be great opportunities for them with the audience and the fan base that the kind ones. So these two, her and Carl, in a really good place. I hate what she's going to come out to concerning what she's going to see about herself online, because she's going to see it. She's going to see it. But I am very, very happy for the opportunities that this young lady is going to experience, because she deserves. Two is for Life said Alaya almost blew her cover too, because Casey was confused. Thank goodness TT, yes. Thank goodness for TT, because if TT didn't say that, he wouldn't have moved. Mary said Carl was the easiest mark. He didn't hesitate with anything. Nothing. Nothing. Dahlia said it's funny to me that people go to Carl when Bryce is the oldest. Yeah, Bryce is the oldest and nobody treats him like that. It's Carl now. Now that Carl is in the villa, it's just like everybody goes to him. He's been in there 2 days and he's the therapist of the villa.
Well, who's going to Bryce?
Nobody is, but Bryce is the oldest in the villa. She Baby
and
Talks.
Again, who's going
exactly? She Baby Talks said, I'm cool on Katie after tonight. She is not a real girl's girl, is giving bird. Oh, don't throw her away so quickly. Divine Trivia said TT literally said he had sex with you and then mentioned new bombshells in her face. They're trying to help you, sister. They're trying to help you. Dr. Emani said the World Cup ends July 19th. But why are they here in our business? Men used to go to war. They used to go to war. She Baby Talk said, yeah, part of why Bryce doesn't do it for me is his constant need for validation with Trent. That's going to get old fast. I don't want her to be bogged down by him. I agree. I don't have anything.
How you doing?
I don't have, Mom, focus. We're on. I don't have anything against Bryce like that, right? Trinity, I want to see how she handles finding out, just seeing how he treated her early in their relationship, the checking her, the macroaggressions, and sitting in them conversations with Zach. That to me is something to look out for. And the reason why it's something that I can't let go of, because not only is he older than her, he's white. And this is her first experience with dating a white guy. I don't know if it's her first experience dating somebody older, but those things stuck out to me because I'm not sure if she's catching them, right? And sometimes when you're that young, you lose sight of things because you're dating an older guy, and it feels that she's so happy to have a 30-year-old boyfriend, and also she's dating like a white guy. And that's why I always say, with especially Black people who are interracial dating, especially dating someone who is white, y'all tend to let a lot of stuff slide, right? For whatever reason. I'm not going to psychoanalyze you, but y'all tend to let a lot of stuff slide that a black partner couldn't do that. But somehow this white partner is able to just get away with a lot. You don't have, they don't have to abide by the same rules. And you're very lackadaisical when it comes to them for whatever reason. I don't want to assume, but oftentimes you do let a lot of stuff slide. So that's just concerning me. I'm just, we'll see how they are outside the villa, but I hope she doesn't let a lot of stuff slide because he's white and because he's older, because that does happen. So that's my only concern, but we will see. We will see. Hey, Leslie. Leslie said, I think he realizes they aren't going to win, so why bother even pretending? We're talking about Zach. Zach, because I'm just like, baby, it's all right for you, Zachy. Dolly said, I don't like how Kenzie moves against women or the men. I didn't forget how, I don't forget how she did Caleb and Corbin. That lady is low-key racist. Are we still there with Trinity being racist? I just think she's a man-eater. I could be wrong. Y'all said that Kennesaw wasn't a safe space, and me and my mama love Kennesaw. So I don't know. Fabian said, I'm starting to think that production hates Anaya and Carl. No screen time at all, but when they tarnish their names, there is screen time. I don't know. I think they actually really do like them. I don't know if we don't get a lot of them. The audience is always asking, can we get some Karnaya? That is one thing that's like very weird to me, that if we're asking for more footage of the couple that we think have the romance that we want in the show, we're not getting it. That is a little weird. Lalo said, we don't like Kenzie because of how she treats the women, but I will pick her side over Dylan any day. He thought he would get sympathy. The sympathy maltreatment, boy, bye. They keep on forgetting this is a woman show. Dr. Imani said, this is fun. I always appreciate your takes, Nikki. But signing out. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Tuis for Life said, I really need Melanie and Kata to wake up, please. We'll see. Things change. You just never know. You never know. DGF said, Zach is still trying to be slick with that strong road rage. We'll see if it works. There's another vote. We'll see. I'm 50 Gold said Mel and Sincere's relationship is prevalent in the Caribbean community. Child is also in the Black community as well. We won't talk about it, but my God, today, Sincere and Casey giving the same speeches. Child. I just see it. I just see them giving us a little Sean. I maybe said, I wonder if Sean got his job back. He's a former superior on the police force where he worked openly and openly complained about him. They openly complained about him quitting to be on Love Island. They had a whole press conference. I don't think he's back at that job because Sean is just online. He is always online doing lives, getting money. He ain't back at that job. She Baby Talk said Sean should go independent PI work so he can still model and act on the side. I think Sean is done with that life because there's just more money and influencing. Hey, Toya Star says, stay in touch with Nikki. Enjoy the NikkiStar family reunion email list. Thank you, guys. This is a way for us to all keep in contact when I'm doing other things. You know, I'm also going to be putting up polls to see what we want to watch next. Some people said Big Brother. It also doesn't have to be a reality TV show. It could be a scripted TV show. We can figure it out. Unique said, Soul was whining about how everyone was coupled up now. She had options and people were jealous. How that works. I am just very shocked at the way that she was going about being out the villa. Like, what are you doing? It's such a huge opportunity and she's just blowing it. She is just blowing it. Love you, Christina. Trying to get comments that I didn't get before. Hey, MC Mika. MC Mika or Micah said, I think there's going to be an elimination tomorrow. Did anyone catch Ian saying it when Sincere and Mella were chatting? I think there's going to be a vote. And then I think there's going to be a vote tomorrow and an elimination on either Thursday or Friday. But I'm just like, somebody got to go. Like, something has to happen. Because if we're voting tomorrow night, how maybe get the results on Thursday, then what's Friday's episode? Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know what's happening this season. I am 50 Gold said, I'm just happy when these couples are happy. Janae Cordena, Nicolandria, Leah Miguel are winning. So happy for their success. I agree. Me too. Dahlia said, I do not envy Anaya, KCTT, or Trinity. They're going to have a rough time leaving that villa. I hope they stay away from social media. Oh, they're going to have such a terrible time. In the beginning. But again, we've been here before. And I'm just so happy that Alandria had her family and she had Nick. You know, Nick was even saying how he had to take her phone away and just be like, don't read that stuff. Like, you know, it was really hard for Alandria in the beginning. It was really, really, really hard. She wouldn't talk to us for a while, child. Now she on live all the time. Yeah. Right? But she wasn't like that. What she want to be. She wasn't like that in the beginning because it was really, really dark. So I just hope everybody has a good support system when they leave, because the adults have not been kind to them. And I just like, what is happening? The older people are supposed to like be imparting wisdom and giving them a break. Like, why are you talking about Anaya's hair? You're 54. What are we doing? You're bullying children to you. Unique said, that's exactly why I no longer have a Twitter account. Same, got rid of it, got dark. The bots are out of control over there, and I cannot. And I love me some Twitter, but it just got so dark. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Hey, Betty. Betty said production has to try chances of multiple Black women making the finals and are winning. 1, Mean Girls edits. 2, limited screen time equals out of sight, out of mind votes. Hence, Brittany and Karnaya Crumbs, which is why I think Brittany is going to take it home. Because although Karnaya is great, Karnaya is fun, Karnaya is beautiful, Brittany has a fully white male. And I think that's what they want. But we'll see. We will see. Kate35 said, I'm TT and Casey. TT and Casey been keeping things cordial and respectful since Casey apologized the second time. As long as they keep doing that, here's the thing. I don't mind them. I am just so shocked by like the couples who have made it to the end, who are just like not locking in. Like, I don't understand. If I was on that show, even if me and the guy that I was coupled up with weren't vibing, America would never know. I would never show that. I would just, just bite my tongue and have fun with that dude. And then when we got to the cast hotel, I would have blocked him. Okay? Online and in real life. But I'm just like, you guys, we're at the end of this. And you guys are like bickering. Y'all don't want this money. Y'all don't want these opportunities. It's crazy. It's crazy. Dahlia said the older people don't want to acknowledge they're older, so they can't impart knowledge, can't give what you don't have. True. And also, I was trying to click a comment, but it just got away from me. Someone wrote, "Oh, it's not just older people." Here's the thing. Absolutely. The problem for me is I expected it from younger people. I just did not expect this from I did not expect vitriol for the Black girls on this show to come from older Black women. That gagged me. It's so many of them. What is happening? What is happening? K235 said bullying a 23-year-old over hair texture that looks mostly like ours on the show, mind you. I'm like, they're taking pictures of what the back of her curly hair looks like. And I'm just like, does that not happen to curly hair with tight curls? Like, that happens to a curly wig, naturally curly hair. Like, we all have to, when we're laying down, fluff our hair out. The girl is being recorded 24/7. Sometimes she doesn't fluff it out. That's okay. Are you mad that her wig is sometimes flat because she's been laying on it, but she's still being loved and adored by a great guy? It's insane. It's insane. It's Nasby says they were giving Cordell and Serena ghost edits even at the end of their season. Plus, they did with NikkiNicoleStar. Yep. I thank you for bringing that up. I remember we were begging for NikkiNicoleStar crumbs last season. And the show knew these two couples were fan faves. Yep. Dahlia said Kate is going to pull a Nikki after the show. Let me tell you something. Kitty might act like she don't know nobody in the show. Child, but Kata better do that. Our girl better do it. KT35 said, yep, it'd be a lot of younger people too. And sadly, I expect it. It's always the younger people who are, remember, I was calling them the Hitler youth last season. Now I'm calling them the Hitler elderly. I can't believe I'm here. What is going on? It's Nasby said maybe production knows that the fans of favorite couples, Cordina and Nicolandria, and now Kanaya and Brittany, are locked in. So they're limiting showing the couples trying to appease the anti-fans temporarily. Maybe. It's all just so weird. It doesn't, Maven. I'm like, that is the big deal? Her wig being flat because she's laying down? Or her real hair, whatever it is, it's just like, it's like I Maven said, they act like she has a bird's nest. It's ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, but this is the thing. That's all you can find on her. Oh God, it's a police chase. Welcome to LA. Every day.
Please, I'm trying to get my shoes on.
Please, the helicopter is like at our door. Dahlia said, meanwhile, the guys can look like crap. No one says anything to them. We expect way too much from these women. They got to be glam all the time. Yes, and Bryce has worn the same shorts since he entered the villa. The same shorts and Timbs. He has worn the same pink shorts and Timbs, and nobody says anything. But let Anaya lay down and her wig isn't pulled out, her hair isn't pulled out. Huge offense. Take her to the guillotine. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Unique said she needs to re-wet it and add some product to it. If she doesn't, it's okay. It's okay. KT35 said they made her Afro texture hair act like Afro texture hair. It's sad. I think a lot of us just are so used to seeing Black women, especially on TV, we're silky hair textures, and now I think that's the best. And it's unfortunate, right? it's unfortunate and it's sad. I hope the community learns from this, but we will see. We will see. Andy said, I thought you were going to say Bryce. I was going to say Whitney. Child, a new color. I Maven said, are you sure that's actually Bryce? I bet those shorts and Tim's walking around at their home. I'm like, Trinity, listen, black woman to black woman, you know good and well you see that man in them shorts. Sister, tell your man to change. And Kaylee said, honestly, curly hair and humidity is going to act up. It's not her fault. She's trying her best. And she did the right thing. I'm sorry. I'm going to wear if my hair is that length, I want to wear curly hair, right? And I said that length because I'm still getting used to my short cut. Girl, I'm still getting used to it, child. But I would wear curly hair or braids. That I don't understand. If you go back, it's the same pink shorts, plain Jane. Nobody says anything, but let Anaya lay down and get up without pulling out her hair. I'm so glad she hasn't done that. I don't want any black woman going on that show self-conscious about her looks. Right. I'm so glad that they are just enjoying themselves. I'm so glad that we get them without all that makeup on. I'm so glad that we are just seeing women exist. Thank the Lord. I love seeing them in bonnets. I love seeing them without all the lashes and a full glam. I love it. Why not? Why not? Me too. Hannah said, I'm glad Anaya is rocking her kinky hair on TV. Me too. I'm going to get two more and then I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Thank you all for joining me. You know what? I'm going to get my super chats. I just seen that I got two more. Yay! Hey, Chief Nomad, thank you. And thank you for always supporting me in the super chats. I appreciate it. Chief Nomad said, I don't want Anaya to leave before the Final Four. She won't. I think it's going to be Brinity. I think the top two is going to be Brinity and Karnaya. In a large part because I don't want the Scary Perry social haters to be satisfied. I agree, but I don't think that she's getting out of here. I think she's going to make the final two, and I think just like with Nicolandria, she's going to be shocked. Her and Carl are going to be shocked. Thank you again, Chief Nomad, for another super chat. Chief Nomad said, "My emotional behind got a lesson reminder about humanity and bonding. Recently strangers, and now I'm crying over leaving. Time secluded in the villa is no joke." Yep, it's summer camp, guys. You know how we all were at summer camp. Kelly says it sucks that she's being scrutinized by the world. Like, it's a blessing this show is getting bigger, but it also demonstrates how our society is. Yep, and how our society views black women, especially dark-skinned black women who love their natural hair. Hot Pepper said, Anaya is so pretty. Did you see that video with her and Carl yesterday? Bareface. Oh, I loved it. And I just love how he's just with her. He's not on her. I don't feel like he's not on her like being sexually aggressive. He's always looking at her, admiring her. That's why she feels so safe with him. I love that for her. I love that for her. We're going to end here with KT35. KT35 said, period, Nikki, as a black woman going on TV in the US, knowing how critical people are of black women's hair and still choosing to wear kinky curly hair is brave and revolutionary. It shouldn't be, but it is. And I will say this shows you the environment that she grew up in. So the anti-black colorism nonsense didn't hold with this young lady, because for her to make the choice, it's so sad to say this, but for her to make the choice to come on a TV show as a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman with curly hair, it shows you the kind of environment that she's in, where being black is celebrated. Because, you know, it was never a second thought. It was like, oh, I'm going to be on, you know, in these elements on the islands. Let me get my hair curly. She didn't think, oh, I don't like how it looks. She loves her hair like that, and I love that for her. Shout out to her mother. I'm also going to get this one from Betty. Betty said, I would love to have 2 Black women waiting on the stage as top 2 for the first time in Love Island history because one of them won. I actually think that's going to happen. And yes, K235, that really shows how much pro-Blackness and self-love that she comes from. The privileged Black chick is pro-Black. Who knew? Anyway, Star family, thank you all so much for joining me. Please make sure you like the video, share if you care, hype the video. Doing all of these things help your girl grow in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you all for who came up here to chat with me, and thank you all who have been chatting with me in the comments. I really do appreciate all of your support. Yes, there are so many people on this platform alone for you to choose from, and you chose me. Yes, I don't take that lightly. Thank you all so much, and I will see you tomorrow for the next episode of Love Island USA. Love you all.
Love you.
Good night. Have fun.